Hello everyone. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for latest update. Today I am going to explain Type 3 driver in JDBC. In the previous section, I already explained what is driver and types of drivers, what is the Type 1 driver and what is the Type 2 driver. Now I am going to explain what is Type 3 driver or network protocol driver or middleware driver. So I will explain with the architecture and also I will explain what are the advantage of Type 3 driver and what are the disadvantage of Type 3 driver. First, we want to see the Type 3 driver architecture. So this is the Type 3 driver. So actually JDBC application does not directly interact with the database to perform its card operation. So what it will be doing is it uses some mediator between the JDBC application or Java application to the database. So that mediator is nothing but a JDBC driver. So the JDBC driver, now we are using the Type 3 driver. So this is the mediator between the JDBC application to the database. So this Type 3 driver internally uses middleware server to interact with the database. So the first point is the JDBC Type 3 driver is also known as the pure Java driver. So it is the pure Java driver. That means this driver is built on the Java software. That's why we can say it is a pure Java driver. If you see the Type 1, Type 2 driver, they developed using the C++ and Java. That means this is a mixed software. But in case of Type 3 driver, it is purely developed in a Java language. The database middleware is the database driver implementation which makes use of the middle tier between the calling program and database. So actually this middleware server uh, the Type 3 driver use a middleware server to interact with the database because the database does not directly understand the JDBC method call. That's what the Type 3 driver internally uses the middleware server to interact with the database. Type 3 driver will convert to JDBC method call to the middleware specific call. The middleware server will convert the this middleware specific function call to the database specific calls. So the Type 3 driver is fully developed in Java. Type 3 driver is platform independent. Platform independent means it can be work on any operating system. So it does not depend on any specific operating system. So it can work on Windows operating system, it work on Mac operating system, or it will work on a Linux operating system. That's why Type 3 driver is the platform independent as the platform related difference are taken care by the middleware. So this point telling, so actually Type 3 driver is the platform independent driver because the middleware server will communicate with the database. So this is the platform dependent. So this driver is the platform independent. So because it does not directly interact with the database, that's what Type 3 driver is the database independent. Sorry, platform independent. When we send the JDBC API call to the middleware server, that translate the calls into the DBMS specific network protocol. The translated calls are then sent to the particular DBMS. So basically, so when we are sending the request from the JDBC application, the Type 3 driver internally uses the middleware server will convert these calls into the database specific calls. So next point is Type 2 driver follow the three-tier communication approach. Three-tier communication it follows to interact with the database. So what are the advantage of Type 3 driver? Since the communication between client and the middleware service database independent, there is no need for the database vendor libraries on the client side. So this point is clearly telling it communicate with the client. Since the communication between client and the middleware service database independent. So it is the Type 3 driver is the database independent because it communicate with the middleware server. It does not directly with the database. So no need to install the any libraries in the client mission. So next point is oh, yeah, the client need not be changed for any new database. So actually this point is clearly telling client need not be changed for the new database. So it does not directly interact with the database. So it can be interact with any type of database or Oracle database, MySQL database or Sybase or DB2. So the middleware servers can provide the typical middleware services like caching, load balancing, and logging and auditing. So this will be taken care by the logging, transaction management, load balancing, auditing. Those will be taken care by the middleware services. A single driver can handle any database provided the middleware supports it. So this driver can be taken care by any type of database communication. So now coming to the disadvantage of type 3 driver, requires a database specific coding to be done in the middle tier. So suppose if you want to connect with the database specific coding. So if you want to connect with the Oracle database, Oracle related coding is required to interact with Oracle. So if you want to connect with the MySQL, MySQL related coding is required. That means the driver name is changing. The middleware layer added may result in additional latency, but it is typically uh, overcome by using the better middleware services. So it will provide the middleware service to interact with the database. So friends, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.